Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to Illuvium. In our last video, we got to take a look at the gear, get you all suited up so you can be flying around the overworld as fast as possible. With that, you're locked and loaded. Let's start catching some Illuvials and catching some shinies, or the Holos and Dark Holos, as they're called here in Illuvium. As a part of your grind, getting all of the ore needed for armor, you should have also been collecting some shards. Back to the forge, go to shards, and put those cured shard fragments that you happen to have into actual shards so you can use them to catch Illuvials. It then also recommends going into your menu, hit I to bring this up, and change which drone you're using, specifically to the Hilda. The Hilda's effect, being able to lock down an Illuvial for you, makes those with potato aim like me have a much better chance at actually securing those Illuvials early on. In regards to which region you should choose, if you're looking for something in particular, there is a difference as to what will show up more often based off of where you go. Up on the left-hand side here, we have exactly what's going where, but that does not mean that you can't, say, find a fire Illuvial in Abyssal Basin, just the chance is much smaller. You'll also notice the regions have stages for you free-to-play players out there. You're always going to want to go for stage 0. It's only going to give you access to those tier 0 Illuvials, but there are still plenty of them that you can catch, and with that, plenty of shinies that you can catch as well. Once we get to the zone, pop open your map with the M button, and you will see by default all of these little paw prints on your map. It'll actually allow you to check every single Illuvial before you even start moving. You don't have to see it first, it just happens right off the bat. So what I would normally do, as we see here, just going to be going over, bring my mouse from paw print to paw print, seeing every single Illuvial. If you're just getting started, at this point, run around, catch everything that you see. But if you're like me and you're looking for shinies, or looking for those holos, I'm scrolling through as much as possible until right there you'll actually see it. That is the shiny icon, or the holo icon, here on that fleece. So that is something I'm going to want to mark down to go chase. By right-clicking the paw print, it will mark the Illuvial on your map. So when you back out, it will be on your compass up top. It's not just holo or not holo. There is regular holos or dark holos. The regular ones that you'll see with the white H, like my fleece had earlier in this run, is the regular holo. It is still rare, but not as rare as the dark holo, which will have the black H icon instead. That one is extremely rare, and if you happen to find one of those, you're in luck. Once you got everything marked down, you'll see on my compass up on the top, the paw print is there. And be sure to take advantage of some of the regions and some of the ways that you can travel in these regions. Like here, for example, in Brightland Steppes, you can ride the bubble to get to those high ground areas extremely quickly. Once we get to the Illuvial, we're going to have to shoot it down, of course, and knock it into its encounter stage. In order to do so, we have to take advantage of that Hilda, that drone that I was telling you about before. Hit F to be able to get that box around the Illuvial. 5 seconds is all you need to knock it into its encounter stage and be able to go on it. Of course, once you're actually in the battle itself, sometimes the Illuvial is not alone. We see here that my fleece here brought a friend with it as well. The Exalted is there. I'm going to have to eliminate that as well if I want a chance at catching this fleece. So with that, I'm going to have to take advantage of the Illuvials that we do have. If you're just starting out, some of these bigger encounters might be a little bit tougher. So I would definitely recommend having a full bench of Illuvials when you're first starting out before you start dedicating time to holo hunting. Otherwise, you could find yourself in trouble with some of these exalted variants being in your battles. One thing to keep in mind, of course, is the stability tab up in the top. You'll see the number inside that purple bar. That is in reference to how many Illuvials can be on the battlefield before the portal becomes unstable. And you're always going to be able to have one shot at catching an Illuvial. But if you don't use as many Illuvials in your fight, you may have the opportunity at another shot. Like, say, for example, when I place down my Zephyrus, it costs 55 credits to play. 55 credits from the stability bar will be removed. So you need to find the balance of putting down as many Illuvials as you need to actually beat the encounter, but Don't just throw everybody onto the board, because then you'll only have one shot to catch it. Where you have the opportunity to put a shard on the Illuvial and try to catch it. For you free-to-play players out there, you'll be only down to your cured shard fragments, that's your tier 0 ones. The drone dances, we catch our Holo, and we can see the stats as well on top of that, and look at it in all its glory. If there's one thing I have to stress though, of course this is a balancing act. You have to put enough Illuvials on to actually complete the encounter, but at the same time, of course, you want more chances at trying to catch the Illuvial once you've defeated it. So I get you don't want to flood the board, but don't be like me right here in this encounter here with this beautiful Holosaurus. I try to get it so that I can get 2 shots off, or 2 chances at capturing it. And I don't even beat the encounter, and of course when you lose the encounter, the Illuvial goes away. If you're just starting out, I definitely recommend using the rest of your energy going around the overworld and just mining resources, grabbing more shards for yourself, for example. Of course, once you've caught the Holos that you want, you can just teleport right back to the obelisk, hop back to Sanctum Mesa, and then hop right back into another tier 0 run, and just speed through these runs over and over again. You're not always going to be able to find a Holo. It is rare after all. There'll be instances like this here where you don't find it at all, but that's okay. You can hop right back to Sanctum Mesa and try again. There is a small cooldown, however. I believe it's 2 minutes in between each run. Of course, thank you for watching. I hope that this helps you get kick-started with your Illuvial catching and your shiny collecting, or the Holo collecting in this instance, here in the Illuvium Overworld. The Overworld's not going to be around forever. It is going to be eventually turned into the Illuvium MMO. So for your free-to-play players out there, or for any players out there, this is your opportunity to do some Holo speedrun hunts while you still can. Especially if you can find a dark Holo like these. They are quite nice, and I hope that one day your collection can get as big as mine, or even surpass mine. If this has helped you at all, by all means, it would mean the world to me, rather, if you were able to drop a sub on the channel. I'm personally trying to hit that 50 subscriber mark. We are right there. Would love to see it happen.